За ним.
Танки зашли. Надпись УЗ. Вон там! Мама!
Mariupol today is under occupation, and we can't get there, or any officials can't get into the city, and all the information we're getting is from the people who are staying there. And what is known for us is that the life there is just a real disaster, and unfortunately in these disasters there are 100,000 Mariupol citizens are still living under occupation. Before the war, for you to know, there used to be 500,000 people, so 500,000 people city we had, and now mostly elderly people, people with disabilities, social unprotected who just couldn't make it are staying still in the city, and very many are still living in terrible conditions because half of the city was literally wiped off. Many people lost their friends, relatives. Each of us, Mariupol citizens, we lost somebody. Why people are still staying there, it's not very easy to make the way out of there, and especially last year there were established there, when the occupants took the whole city, there were established the filtration camps. We lost very many people who we still don't know where they are, they're missing. And you couldn't move out of the city without going through filtration camp. And they even made filtration, and you had to have this spravka, you know, like a so-called document, to move between the districts. It was terrible, you know, like real colonization. And there was only one way out. They made it on purpose, we're absolutely sure. They could evacuate you to the Russian side. And very many people didn't want it. They wanted to go to Ukraine. The infrastructure is killed, the economy is killed, and it's a terrible situation. Plus they have brought around, as we have said, 100,000 new Mariupol citizens from Russian Federation, from different parts, and these 100,000 people are living there like, you know, the owners of the city. That's what people say. They feel like inferiors being there. And those ones, they can do anything. You don't feel that you have any rights, any dignity, and you're all the time in the danger. My opinion, and I'm absolutely convinced that Russia has never been able to do anything to their people, to their country, just using resources and some moment opportunities. But they have managed to become super masters and professionals in only one thing, in propaganda and brainwashing, you know, like, and that's why in this absolutely destroyed city, they are building, you know, like little pieces for their TV show, so-called revitalized Mariupol, you know, like they even building, you know, like these panel houses from the past. Not using any modern technologies, modern designs. No, you know, Russia will be Russia, unfortunately, and Russian approach. And showing on TV all the time, you see we are rebuilding Mariupol. You see there is a new school opened. Sorry, we had more than 60 schools, and every year several of them were renovated. You know, like we didn't have problems before the full-scale invasion with schools, with hospitals, with anything. Mariupol was, you know, like the new Ukrainian Singapore, the new Ukrainian miracle, developing all the time. It's a very unique experience in the world practice in general, not only for Ukraine. It started very naturally, frankly speaking, but also our experience from the past years helped a lot. What I mean is that when the war started in 2014, with the occupation of the first territories of Donbass and Donetsk and Lugansk regions, we got a lot of refugees, internally displaced people from that sides who were going through Mariupol or who decided to stay in Mariupol. And we never to the point called them переселенці, so refugees. We always call them new Mariupoliers, new Mariupol citizens, нові Mariupolці. And we launched a lot of programs of support of new Mariupoliers, and we launched special centers as well, which dealt with, and special program, which dealt with the matters and with the support of the newcoming Mariupol citizens. And that experience from 2015, 2017, it helped a lot because we could already understand what problems people had. And that's why we already knew the first, like needs. And secondly, of course, it was very natural because the first city on the unoccupied territory was Zaporizhzhia, which is 200 kilometers away from Mariupol. And we were meeting our people there. And at the basis of big supermarket epicenter, with a lot of volunteers and with a lot of international charity organizations, and meeting people, helping them to find where to stay, where to sleep, what to eat, giving them the first hygiene things. Because I remember my experience. You're going out, you dream to clean your teeth, literally to wash your face. They put Mariupol citizens on a so much primitive level that even if you lived just in the field, which is not bombed or shoot all the time, you would have much better conditions than we were living in Mariupol, especially at the first period of blockade, the first 2 months. We understood that we need a systematic approach as we had in Mariupol. And we started with the first 2 centers within the project, which is called I Mariupol, Ya Mariupol, which started in Dnipro. We opened the first office on the 27th of April. So the people started flooding from Mariupol in the middle of March. At the first days of May, we opened the center in Zaporizhzhia because these were the 2 first transport hubs, Zaporizhzhia and Dnipro at once, 2 cities. These little Mariupol centers became real little versions of Mariupol city and of Mariupol city council, and little versions of Mariupol, of course, for our people, because they could come home and meet своих, як ми кажемо, meet your people, and share, talk, cry, hug. Later, when these waves, they stopped one day, and the opportunity to get out of the occupied territories through Ukrainian territory was blocked by Russian occupants, and we stopped getting our people from that side at the beginning of the summer. We started studying where are our people, where are they? And we used the data from mobile operators, and we found out the biggest cities were our people, because usually the refugees, they go to the big cities. And we found out that one cities we had our Mariupol citizens, and we started opening the centers. And now we have got 17 centers of comprehensive support in 16 cities of Ukraine. We started thinking about the future. So when there is finally the Ukrainian flag over Mariupol, where are we coming back? I mean, the people, municipal city council, we will come back even in the desert. You understand, yes, because we have a mission. That's why I became a city councillor. We are working on strategy 2040, and we understand that we need to think about the revitalization now. And we started the project, which is called Mariupol Reborn, відродження Маріуполя. And we have got several parts, of course. The fast recovery plan, so what we need to do in the first several years. And we understand that if we want to use all of the opportunities, because when the war finishes, after our victory, when we win the war, we will definitely have a lot of financial support. What is it going to be for? So you are not going to be just given money for something. You're going to be given money for projects. You need to know how many trolley buses you need, how many houses you need, so what do you need for economy, how much equipment you need to demolish the destroyed buildings, to build the new ones. I Mariupol projects, there is a direction which is called I Mariupol Youth. And we already work with our young people, and we have this 7 communities already of youth in 7 cities who are already working on the strategy how to attract the youth into post-war cities. And we have also one representative small office in Warsaw as well, and we are working with international youth expertise, and we are talking to our youth who have left Mariupol, who live now abroad, what they like abroad, and what they would need, what would make them come back to Ukraine or to Mariupol. We already know what a great future our people will have, what opportunities they will have there. And it really helps and it motivates, because people often ask us, how are you managing? There is no Mariupol. There is no the city. How is your Mariupol City Council, your team, managing to do it? That's how we are managing. We are already, you know, like living there in the future Mariupol, blooming Mariupol, the city of happy people, and it really helps and really motivates and gives a lot of energy, even when you have no sleep, very tired, traumatized. But we have no way but to succeed in it.